Yeah, good morning, guys. Just want to give you a quick update as to where we are and what's happening. Show you some of the stuff that's being set out right now. I want to let you know that things are going to be happening a little bit later than I originally said. So if you want to, this will just be a short feed for now, and then keep an eye to come back. But there's a lot of stuff already happening. Doing well rested as usual.
Yeah, we'll get as much coffee as we can.
Angie needs a partner.
So as you can see, there's morning, guys. There's already a lot of things that are happening. There's a lot of sirens that are going on. Yeah, absolutely free Leonard Peltier. Hey Fer, glad you could join from so just letting you know that we're getting ready. We do have an early start this morning. I'll be streaming for a little bit now, but we'll probably just drop this out and come back live again in a little bit. Things are still building here, and the Standing Rock crew is getting together. So it's great to see people joining so early, and I would ask you do subscribe and make sure you come back. I don't think I'm going to just keep streaming for now, but this is part of the, I'll just show you the tent that's here. Woo. So as you can see, things are getting set up here. Thanks for joining Canada.
Does not apply to water protectors. We're staying here. They're going up.
Do you please back up for a quick second?
Hey Australia, thank you for joining. No, we're streaming. Yeah.
Kevin, right?
Yeah.
Ryan. We met once.
Up at Standing Rock. Were you around the media?
Yeah, I ran meetings.
Yeah, cool. You want to say hi to people and be on camera a little bit? No? You're behind camera. You're a behind camera kind of guy.
That's what I do.
Cool, man.
I do like one live feed a month.
Right. And
ceremony and what's up?
you're good.
Are we live streaming?
We are live streaming each other
Well,
right
no,
now.
Actually, I have it on me now. We're live streaming each other, Kevin.
You should talk. You should come and talk to these people because we've got like 160 people waiting for things to happen.
Really?
Yeah.
I've got 13 people watching mine. I'm not as cool as Kevin Gilbert.
That's,
I'll come talk
well,
to you in a
yeah,
little bit.
cool, man. We're just gonna wander for a second. So just to show you, it's kind of crazy. Like, I've not been down in DC before, but this is kind of some of the stuff that's down here. You know, various like lines of police, all the roads closed, RVs and stuff. But this is all shaping up. You can see some of the water protectors who are getting ready to represent Standing Rock, and just about to be blessed with some rain. Yeah, super high security here in DC for sure. Wow. So for those that didn't see it last night, there was an amazing round dance outside of the Oklahoma State Club dinner, which was sponsored by some of the biggest contributors to Energy Transfer Partners. There was a large contingent from Standing Rock. It was run by the International Indigenous Youth Council and Indigenous Environmental Network. And Dallas Goldtooth was there. Candy Mossett was there speaking. There was Raymond Kingfisher from Seattle. So there's a lot of people from Standing Rock here representing. And shortly there's going to be more representation for Standing Rock. So do stay with that. It's just starting to rain here, which is kind of beautiful as well. So you see some of the signs for representing Standing Rock. And yeah, last night was beautiful. And today's going to be beautiful again, and as always with Standing Rock and with water protectors looking to do things in a prayerful and peaceful manner, and to share love and to show how these things are going to be. I'll show you. This is building slowly around here. I'm going to just keep live streaming for now. It may be a little while before there's a move out from here, so let me switch the camera around, because you can always download this and cut this later.
Want some tea? I have Earl Grey.
A cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
Do you want to say anything to the people out there about where you're from and what?
Winnie Machoni. That's it.
Winnie
Water protector. That's all I am today.
Absolutely.
Love and respect to all of my brothers and sisters who came out here. Yourself for spreading the message that we're trying to send.
It's been a long time since I've drunk Earl Grey tea, actually.
Yeah. These Americans, they put milk in it though. I had to give them a firm talking to about it. It's cool though.
Yeah, I did find an Englishman with a cup of tea, so there you go.
Yeah, see? It's going to be a great day.
All right.
Hey,
We're
bro.
probably going to march in about 15 minutes.
Okay, do you want to just say hi and say hi to all the people out here? And
Hey, all the people out there.
tell them a little bit about who you are. And
My name's Sean, from New Hampshire originally, but I've been at Standing Rock since about December 3rd or so when most of the veterans got there. Not that I'm a veteran, just a concerned citizen. But yeah, so we organized about 50 water protectors from mostly Osheti to drive down here. We've been here for almost a week. We did a lot of planning, so hopefully something happens. We got some big plans, but we have some contingency plans as well. So we're gonna go see what we can accomplish, and then I hope you guys are watching. So
Thanks,
we'll
Sean.
see ya. Thank you.
All of us could do medics, because medical dispatch, I can talk.
So they need medics at the Feminist Street block.
Okay.
There's pepper spray that they're using.
Right now, already. Okay, well, I'm going to call medical dispatch. Can we stand next to me for a second?
Already with pepper.
Thank you.
so apparently already the pepper spray is out.
What? Hey, so this is important. Give me a second.
Feels like home.
Yeah. So putting on this tripod seemed like a good idea, and now I'm deciding if it was, because this tripod's kind of making it rather heavy on the arm. I could.
Screw that off.
Does that screw off though? It's screwed off on this. I know what I can do. Yeah, I mean, I can. So if you're just joining, we're at McPherson Square. There's about 50 water protectors here, mostly from Osheti. And
Hey, Kevin.
hey, Angie, is it a good time? Oh, let's show this beautiful, beautiful tattoo.
Beautiful.
That is lovely.
Mini Wachone.
Angie, do you want to talk a little bit about Standing Rock and what happened up there while we're kind of killing some time here while things are building?
We could.
Yeah. Should we?
Let's find a comfortable spot.
Yeah, let's find a comfortable spot, and we're going to go and talk with Angie. This looks like a comfortable
This
spot.
looks lovely.
Let's see if I can put this down and flip the camera around and all that good stuff. Come on, camera. Alright, so just bear with me as I figure out how to put this tripod down. And because it's kind of heavy on my arm.
Good morning, everybody.
So, whoop. Diddly diddly dee. We're just doing some adjustments. Alright, here we go. That'll work. So, while we're waiting for everything to form up with the water protectors from Osheti Sakuin, I'm here with Angie. Angie, we met at Standing Rock, and I always wanted to do a live stream and talk to her about what happened, because she was there up in October 27th.
Yeah.
Which was the day that they cleared the North Camp. And wanted to ask you about your experience that day and talk a little bit about what happened for you.
Yeah. So, where do I start on that one?
Start at the beginning. When did you get up to Standing Rock?
Okay, I arrived in Standing Rock early October. So I went up there with my friend Melissa, who we went out there together, and we were really just going to go see what was going on as far as what a native-led spiritual movement looked like. You know, I was looking to understand more about how like ceremony and ritual is used in healing for mental health, because I'm a mental health worker.
Right.
So that was my interest, and that was my curiosity, and I was hoping to learn a few things that way.
So you got up there, and there was the Medic Healers Council up there, which I know that you were involved with. Talk a little bit about getting involved with that and how that worked.
Well, I mean, so I don't know. You just jump in and you start doing. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities, but most of the work at camp is kind of one-on-one with people as things arise, as symptoms come up with people. So it's any time of day, any time of night, you know, when people are are experiencing it. And, you know, many things can be triggering at camp. If it's just the helicopters, the surveillance, the stress, watching your friends be brutalized. I mean, post-traumatic stress disorder is prevalent because of the experiences at camp and what the militarized police is bringing. I mean, it's truly psychological warfare in that we're being constantly surveyed, planes flying over, helicopters flying over. There's people coming into camp without good intentions that are infiltrators. That's a reality. So to live in a space where that's a reality, that affects you. That affects you. It affects your trust. It affects your well-being, because you are constantly in a state of hypervigilance. And so that's what being in a war zone is it kind of elevates or activates your central nervous system and your sympathetic nervous system, and you stay in that flight and fight mode. And that's why Standing Rock is truly a war zone in that sense, and especially after things like, I mean, the two most aggressive actions so far as people being hurt en masse are October 27th, the day they raided the North Camp, and then November 20th, the night of the Backwater Bridge, when the police assaulted everyone with the water cannons.
Well, I wasn't there for the 27th. I had a lot of friends that were there, and I saw a lot from outside what happened. But for someone that was actually there, can you kind of share your experience and kind of what happened on that day and what your involvement was? Kind of take us through a little bit of what happened.
Well, I was planning on building a tarpy with Paul Wagner, who's a man who's in charge of the tarpy project from Seattle.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, it was like, okay, there's a huge line of militarized police up at the North Camp, and they're coming through. So we went up there, and I drove my car up there and saw just a huge line of police officers with huge militarized vehicles with like the LRAD sound weapon attached to it, and all sorts of things. And they were just coming closer towards Ocheti. And I couldn't believe it, because around me there were Native people being thrown to the ground, people being handcuffed aggressively, being sprayed in the face with pepper spray, and things just escalated. And it's fascinating because it's all about the narrative. And you know, the truth of what I witnessed is completely different to the false narrative that's been created by Morton County Police Department. And that's what I find the most fascinating thing, is that how there's these opposing realities and narratives. So what I saw was the brutalization of Native Americans on their own treaty land. So for me, in my heart, I had to go up there and say, don't do this. Do not, like, we have women back here, we have children, we have elders, we have people that, you know, like, you need to respect this and understand that this is their treaty land, you know. These women are here because they care for the water. That's Native American women's role within the family, is carrying the water and to bring that to the family. So women protect the water, and that's what they bring. That's part of their history. That's part of everything, of the spirituality, all of it. So it's a sacred thing. So that's why this is really a female-led movement in that sense. So I saw people that I'd become close with being brutalized, and you know, what do you do in that point besides just walk up there and say, you don't have to do this. So I was asking officers not to use pepper spray, to not use their batons and that sort of thing, and probably not very effective for the most part, but maybe a little bit. But what can you do when you see people being brutalized?
Right.
And
what kind of response did you get from officers with that, if any at all?
Because I would look them right in their eyes and say, like, you have kind eyes. I know you don't want to do this today. You can go home to your wife tonight and tell her that you can't do this anymore and that you're going to make an exit strategy. So figure that out. And you could see them, and I had a couple of people saying, ma'am, I don't want to use this pepper spray today, but they need to move south. And they didn't end up really using the pepper spray on that prayer circle, you know, because there became this dialogue around it from a lot of people showing up and saying, please, we're here to witness, we're here to stand, you don't need to do this. And I think that that is the same thing that kind of happened on Thanksgiving. So many people showed up just to stand and witness, just to stand there, to know
Right.
that you're on the right side of history and witness. But what happened on October 27th was completely a war zone. It was completely a disaster. I mean, they used pepper spray, they used the LRAD sound weapon, they used rubber bullets, they used tasers. What else did they use?
CS gas, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
they use lots and lots of different
A
things.
lot of things that are considered non-lethal weapons.
Right. So, but what with all that was going on, and you went up to the front line, and you were talking. How did that work for you? What happened that day for you? How did your day?
Well, so basically they would ask me to step back, and so I'd step back and that sort of thing, and they let me hang out with them for probably 4 hours or more, and as where they would just be handcuffing people, throwing them to the ground right next to me. So in the arrest process, I experienced white privilege right there. They let me stand with them and everything for quite a while. So that right there, I was going, whoa, I'm being treated differently right here on the line. They said, you need to leave if you don't want to be arrested. You need to leave. So that was given to me as an option, as where that was not given to other people, specifically Native Americans. So Morton County Police Department is using that racial disparity in their arrests. And that's on camera. That's a fact of what happened that day.
And then, did you yourself end up getting arrested that day?
I sure did. So I was arrested, and they handcuffed me, and when they put us in the car and took us up to Morton County, well, what they wrote on my arm was trespassing, and they numbered me and put the arresting officer's number on my arm, and then when we were in the van being taken up to Morton County, the officer that was driving started pumping the brakes and slamming us around. And it was at that point, and laughing, and the female officer sitting next to him was also laughing. And at that point, I knew that we were not safe. I mean, I already knew that from seeing how that they were treating a white person different than Native people there on the ground. But once they started slamming us around when we were handcuffed behind our backs, and then our heads were hitting the seat and that sort of thing, that's when I knew that we were in for it. So got there to Morton County Police Department, and they had the detainment cages set up, and those are, you know, what everyone's referring to as dog cages, and they were 8 by 20 feet, and if you can imagine 34 people packed into an 8 by 20 feet space, that's where they kept us. I was in there for maybe like 6 or 7 hours. Some women I hear were in there for a full 12 hours before they got transported out to the different facilities. So they ended up sending us to 5 different facilities around the state of North Dakota. I ended up at Fargo, North Dakota, which is a 4-hour drive from Bismarck.
Right.
So in the dog cages, so at that point they had searched us twice with pat down and asking us to go down to a single layer of clothing. And at that point, you know, and it was a cold cement floor, and they wouldn't give us blankets, they wouldn't give us food, and they wouldn't provide medical attention to anyone that needed it within a timely manner. So there was one woman who had a panic attack because we were so crammed in there next to each other, and it created a lot of anxiety with all the uncertainty, and you know, there was a lot of unknowns, and so it was very understandable that someone would be in a state of panic.
Right.
And so she ended up passing out cold on the ground, and we had to scream and yell to get them to take her out of there, and it took quite a bit of time. So they weren't prepared to even provide proper medical attention for anyone. So they're just not even ready to do arrests like that. They're not prepared in any sort of way. And I mean, from what I understand of what is appropriate for police procedural protocol, I was watching everything that they did like a hawk the whole time, just sitting there and observing. They didn't know what they were doing, and they didn't follow proper protocol at all. So that was concerning as well. So yeah, so we were re-handcuffed then, and then taken to Fargo, North Dakota, and then we were taken to Cass County Jail, and that's where we were. So that's where we stayed for 3 days.
You spent 3 days in jail?
3 days.
Okay.
So, and like I said, so they let us sleep for 2 hours. This was like 4 a.m. I think I was arrested at like 1 p.m. So this was 4 a.m. Then they let us sleep for 2 hours, and they said, knock, knock, get up. It is time to take a shower. And I said, no, I'd rather not take a shower. I'm good, because I knew I wanted to keep the numbering on my arm.
Right, and show some evidence.
And just to show that's kind of what they're doing as far as a dehumanization tactic, and I think it's part of psychological warfare. But so they had us take showers and strip search us. So at that point, we had to get naked, go into the shower with a female officer. We had to squat down all the way and cough. So, and then held for 3 days. So not long after that, the same day, we were told that our charges had come up, and we were to go to the counter and see what they were. So we walked up to the counter, and they told us our charges were criminal conspiracy to endanger by fire, which is a Class C felony, the strictest felony, the most severe felony charge. We couldn't believe it. Our jaws were on the ground. Criminal conspiracy to endanger by fire, a Class C felony. Really? And rioting and engaging in a mob was the second charge. And public nuisance was the third charge.
Wow.
But what they wrote on my arm was trespassing. But then they threw these other charges at us and kept us in jail for 3 days. And so here's the kicker, is that they go to take our mug shots and our fingerprints, and then they say, okay, now that you've been accused of a felony, we're going to take your DNA sample. And I said, well, I surely didn't commit a felony, so I'm not going to give it to you. And they said, okay, well, you're being charged with a second felony right now. And they got us all kind of in a situation where it was really uncomfortable to say no, and basically intimidating us into giving our DNA. And I didn't do it, and so they said that I was charged with a second felony.
Right.
But it seemed like, from talking to each other and everything, over 80% of the women did give their DNA. And now that is in a national database forever, and it has been unjustly taken from them.
So what happened with those charges? Did those charges stand for the felony charges right now at this point?
No. So they have now, as of I think November 23rd, I think, is when they dropped the felony charge. So now we're just facing rioting and engaging in a mob and public nuisance, which in the state of North Dakota holds a max sentence of 13 months in prison and a $6,000 fine. So if I plead not guilty and refuse to plea bargain, I could be facing up to 13 months in prison and a $6,000 fine.
Wow, that's crazy. I want to talk more about this with you. I know we're going to spend some more time together, and probably we'll come back on this live stream in a little bit. But it looks like the Ochetti group is starting to move, so we're going to go and join that and follow that. So Angie, thank you so much, and please share this out, and please give the support right now. Hi Germany, thanks for joining.
And
I know Canada's here.
This is a beautiful thing, and these are our rights to be here, to protest peacefully and to demonstrate. And we need to share with people how to destigmatize protesting, and that this is the freest thing that we can be doing.
Absolutely. All right, and I'm sorry this is a bit shaky right now. We're starting to move, and I got to mess with the camera. Whoop. Right.
Okay. All sides too cool. That's really cool.
No, actually. When I went,
That's so fucking awesome. So fucking awesome.
Out of like.
Thanks for asking. It's a good pleasure.
Hey, sweetie. Water is life! Absolutely peaceful, always peaceful. So they're just building up to the march. So as you're coming in, be sure to share this. If someone can share this into the Standing Rock Pipeline protest group, that would be fantastic. If you can share it into the other Standing Rock groups, that would be amazing. We're going to be following this for quite a little while, so if you can keep sharing this out, liking it and commenting on it. There you see Raymond Fisher. I wish this was smell-o-vision because you could smell the burning sage, which is amazing right now.
Let's circle out by the big field so we can pray.
Yeah.
Let's circle up. Stay in prayer.
Is it okay to stream the prayer or not, Ruben?
It's okay. I'm just going to say a brief prayer and stuff, and,
And it's o-
encouraging prayer, protection.
All right, man. All right, my man. Wake up if you want. You can put your signs out for a second if you want. If you want. Leave them face up though, so everybody can see when you put the signs down. We're just gonna be here, kind of brief you guys. I'm Ray Kingfisher, Laser, Montana, and Seattle. Let the world know how important that water is to each and every one of us in our future generations. We're here in a prayerful way. But we're going to say some prayers before we do what we need to do. I thank each and every one of you here for your dedication, the love that you're putting into your actions today. Take care of one another. Someone falls, help them up. You all know how to tie that bandana? I showed you guys how to tie it. Tie it like you're tying a tie. They might grab you by the bandana. You put a slip knot in it. Sure, there's a spray bottle that some people put down around here that's got mixed with the vinegar and stuff. Diluted, taste it. They start to spray the tear gas. Spray it on your bandana.
Ray Kingfisher.
Here, this place, so we can help you make a water protectors in Standing Rock. Standing Rock! Standing Rock! What you have in your heart and what you believe in, what you're going to show today. Some of you might get hurt, some of you might have to go to jail. But this is what you're here for. You're here to protect us because we're going to go there and I'm going to be praying over there. You need to protect. Each and every one of us need to protect each other because we're here to deliver a message. So we're going to wait for a little while until more people gather up over in that area where we're going. There's already been some action going on over there. Morning. not in as far as we're going to go. Guys, mind what you're doing. Especially with that main line. Take care of each other. Watch them. You're going to be tied up. Bars from the back. They're going to need help. Raiders watched over us. Brought us here. Be here on special times. We're here to protect water and defend the land for our future generations. Not only Native people, but for all people. People of all colors. We're all equal. Men and women. All drink the water to survive. Protect that water. With our hearts, our minds, and our spirits. We're here to do work. We're here to deliver a message. The ancestors are with us, watching over us. This is what brought us here. And we're going to go out and we're going to do what we need to do. Putting our lives on the line. So thank each and every one of you. Are doing, and that's more encouragement for the people on the front lines. This is what we need to do. We need to show our solidarity here in this capital city, where we can be noticed by the media. Hopefully we'll make some good enough records down there that there will be some media down there. No one down there will just stay there until someone gets there. And they're lost. So you guys got to take care of them. If they're trying to take them out of the main line, protect them. These guys are putting their lives on the line. Anybody know their direction here?
Which way is east?
Yeah. Come on, sunshine.
do. You thank them stand up for our people. Stand up for the human race. Be able to stand up for the animals. Be able to stand up for the plants. The creator. Standing up. The animals that live in the ocean, in the sea. Standing up for Mother Earth, creator. Thank you for giving us some lives. Thank you for that rain, creator. Earth and Mother Earth. Take care of each and every one of us here, creator. Take care of our families. Our sons and our daughters. Our parents. All the people that went before us. Brought us here to this point. Thank you, creator. As we go in this special way, creator, we thank you for protecting us. Protecting each and every one of us here. In this circle. And our families.
Oh! War and life!
Banners in the front, let's get a line.
Well, also close, please.
Alright guys, march is starting, so please share this. Please make sure this goes out into as many groups as possible. I'm going to show you someone who hates being on camera right now.
We're sorry that they don't understand.
Meeting with Chappy.
Meeting with Chappy.